China is about to reveal its maiden stealth bomber to the world, and the Zhuhai Air Show in November 2020 would likely be the expected stage for the disclosure of the supersonic stealth bomber, the Shen H-20. A project to develop a strategic bomber was announced by the PLA in 2016, but it is believed that work on the development of H-20 is in progress since the early 2000s. And now the stealth bomber is spotted in satellite imagery parked at a research facility in the city of Chengdu. The Chinese aircraft looks quite identical to the American B-2 Spirit bomber and X-47B unmanned combat aircraft. Only the time will tell that the similarities are only shape-bound, where there is any match in the performance between the two. Whatever the outcome will be, one thing is for sure, that this new aircraft will put China in the list of the stealth bombers manufacturer countries, and the United States is going to lose the title of the only country that can manufacture and operate stealth bombers. This new development also put the neighboring countries like Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, and the rest of the countries in the South China Sea region on red alert, and will fuel already tense situation created by the Chinese territorial claims and man-made islands in the South China Sea. In the backdrop of the rising tensions between the two military giants USA and China on the issue of the coronavirus, the bombers made in flight 5 years earlier than the assessment of the Pentagon made the unveiling of H-20 even more significant. Now here is what we know about this secret bomber so far. The H-20 is the latest addition in China's 20 series of the new generation warplanes, which includes the J-20 stealth fighter jet, the Y-20 giant transporter, and the Z-20 medium-lift utility helicopter. As we know very little about this aircraft and its systems, so it is not crystal clear what engine is being used in H-20, but the two likely candidates are NK321 and WS-10 engine. The WS-10 is still a transitional engine for the H-20, as it is not powerful enough. Defense experts believe that the eligible replacement may take 2 to 3 years to develop. According to the U.S. Defense Department, the estimated range of the aircraft is about 8,500 kilometers or 5,300 miles, directly threatening countries within its strike range, especially Australia, Japan, and the Korean Peninsula. Chinese state television has said that the H-20 could alter the strategic calculus between the U.S. and China by doubling the strike range of its current H-6K, dubbed the country's B-52. The extended range will give PULF capability to strike targets beyond the second island ring, which includes U.S. bases in Japan, Guam, the Philippines, and other countries, from bases in mainland China. The third island chain extends to Hawaii and coastal Australia. The H-20s will be equipped with conventional and nuclear missiles, with a maximum takeoff weight of at least 200 tons and a payload of up to 45 tons. The bomber is expected to fly at subsonic speeds and is designed to carry 4 hypersonic stealth missiles. The induction of the H-20 would mark the completion of China's nuclear triad of ground-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarine-launched missiles, and air-launched weapons. It is also estimated that the stealth bomber may enter service by 2025 and will replace Shen H-6K bombers. The silver lining of the matter is, due to its weak transitional WS-10 engine, the speed of the bomber will be slower than its original design, which will also compromise its original combat capabilities. That's why the American Air Force doesn't care much about the H-20, considering it is not strong and powerful enough to cause any challenge to their B-2 and B-21 bombers. The United States has already sold about 200 F-35 stealth aircrafts to Japan and South Korea. If USA decides to deploy more F-35s, it could push China to accelerate the production of the new bomber to stay ahead of the curve in the region. The stealth bomber may enter the service by 2025 and will seek to replace China's existing fleet of Shen H-6K bombers.